Hey everyone, welcome back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom. So, last episode, we had to take down Arcana and his Dark Magician with 3 Raigekis. In turn, we did actually gain the Dark Magician, and we put him on Bakura, but we can only bring 7 Marshals on this map, and I've sort of figured that Bakura has unfortunately kind of become our 8th in line. So, yeah, we just can't bring him for this next map, but we'll see what happens next in the Secret Power. So yeah, we have to free that place. However the hell it's called. Alright. Alright, it's just shoddy 4 times in the 4 places. So they're probably not gonna attack us. Healer is closed, or thingy is closed. Let's go and send my over here. Let's see, I would assume send that, go over there instead. Because if we take this spot, we win, and we don't want that. And as for who else, we'll bring you guys, I guess, over to battle here. And Tristan, I think from what I've gathered, you have to go in between these areas. I think there's some wild monsters at least there. This one's Genova. We might actually get monsters from it instead. We'll see. I sense a disturbance in your heart. Doubt will bring ruin upon you. Okay, whatever. Kind of an odd map. Let's see if they have any items. They don't. It honestly doesn't seem like the hardest. It really doesn't seem like the hardest map at all. Let's go after King of Yamimakai. So yeah, Curse of Dragon has 3 action commands, and Harpy's Pet Dragon has like 5. Actually, he's got 6. That's quite good. Yeah, Mai's honestly pretty good. Like, her whole starting team is just pretty good in general, if you ask me. It's just that we, like, barely can see King Yamimakai behind the Castle of Dark Illusions. I think that's a miss. Never mind, I saw it back off. Alright, that thing's dead. It's free attacks dodged, so to speak. This guy doesn't really seem that tough. It's shoddy 4 times, so like who knows, but questioning whether or not I should or shouldn't use a trade union. the thing is, we do have polymerization at this point, so like, I feel like that's a really important one to have gotten, because it allows us to, you know, use polymerization. Alright, that's unfortunate. Up there, it's dead. And he uses one last rock gravity attack, Reef of Darkness. And now we can just wail on this thing. This guy should have a decent amount of defense. But we've got like 8 attacks on it, so we'll probably win. Or completely wipe them out, whatever you want to... However you want to prefer to it, especially if we're doing 400 with Harpy's Pet Dragon. Like, Harpy's Pet Dragons are really good. As for Cursed Dragon, Cursed Dragon's not bad. Once Gaia comes into the picture, we might just make some sort of set with Cursed Dragon and Gaia together. Sort of the... I don't know how useful fusion actually is. It seems quite good though. Yeah, we pretty much dominate here. Some levels on them. They really aren't that low leveled. I think all of our guys are at least decently leveled. Final flame is received. Machine King was discovered in the ruins. Hey, look at that. Yeah, here we can just see the levels. We probably want to send Tay out to somewhere. And of course, I think Grandpa's pretty good too. So, it's a question of expecting to get attacked or not. Otherwise, we'll send you over here. Yeah, the traders are closed here. Yeah, we'll go in there with Taya's team, maybe to get her some experience. But from what I'm gathering, we're gonna get enemies for essentially defeating them. Alright, those that disturb my slumber must pay the price. He's got Sengajin though. I don't know, for whatever reason I've always found Sengajin to be just like such a cool monster. He's got no attacks or anything, but or no action points, but he seems to have at least quite strong stats. Alright, let's use Dark Energy. Those Battle Ox do have a lot of attacks, so... It's just 1800 or 1806 is quite a decent bit of health to have. Middle we do like a 400 damage a pop, at least after a dark energy. Just don't remember them having that much attack. Giga Crusher. Yeah, I actually didn't do a whole lot. Yeah, we'll focus in on this one Battle Ox. We'll make... Yeah, you don't have a... well, Red Menace works as well, I think. Crit's a little unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. still a fan of Team Skull. Like, I don't know, this I love the synergy just between them. Well, now it's just this one Battle Ox. I don't think we'll beat them on the first go, though. It's just a slight bit too bulky for that, I believe. But we might be able to at least finish off one of the Battle Oxes, or the final Battle Ox. Let's see, depending on how much damage this does, it does about 304. Alright, I think it's gonna be a range. One. Yeah, that figures. Yeah, let's just first finish off Battle Ox before it even does anything. I mean, this thing only throws, I think, 2 attacks or 3 attacks on us, so... Yeah, 2 attacks, so we don't really have to worry that much about it. Giga Crusher. May as well just use Dark Energy. Honestly, the fact you get 7 of them is probably a bit overpowered. Like, I feel like you'll never need to use 7. Like, that only really seems necessary if it's like the only team you're ever using. Giga Crusher. Alright, some levels on everyone. Good. And this unlocks someone else, I believe. We get Gravity Bind. I don't know how strong that is. Okay. So this is Sharte, or Guala, or whatever the hell it's called. And this is, Pyrolente or something. Send you over here, and Tristan, you will be sent over here. Dragon Piper was discovered in the small ruins in the forest. Look at that. I must test the power of the one that attempts to break the seal. Okay. These are spellcasters, so we shouldn't have to worry about it with Power of Nature. But he does have this healing ability immediately. Annoying. I don't know, I guess we just go after the Dark Elves first. Let's use some Screen Mist. It does seem like this is pretty decent to use here. Well, I mean, it did something at least on the other two. I mean, if we can neutralize, obviously, the two Dark Elves, that'd be pretty good. Magic Cannon. See, immediate miss. Two immediate misses. You get healed, but like... I'm imagining they probably don't have any healing items. Yeah, none of the other ones have had it so far. Just use Power of Nature. Alright, one gone. I'm completely fine with you guarding Cosmo Queen because it's gonna be a sec before we get to you. Yeah, you get Cosmo Queen here. It's pretty cool. You get to fight a bunch of ritual monsters and lore. Ritual monsters and some monsters that are sometimes ritual monsters. Like Senkijin and Cosmo Queen are like two monsters that are like technically vanilla monsters, but there's definitely some like higher lore to them. I'd forgotten who else we had to fight. We had to fight a guy with King Yari Makai, the Reaper of the Cards, and Castle Dark Illusion. Castle Dark Illusion really isn't treated as like such a special card in that sense. All three of those. Well, Reaper of the Cards is kind of considered to be a pretty special card, but really hasn't been treated as much, but it has cool lore. The Reaper of the Card is such an interesting card. Or monster. I know it's actually got like a niche meta usage in Yu-Gi the Destiny because it's like one of the two cards that can remove spell cards or spells and traps or face downs in that game, because I think the only other card that can destroy a face down card in the back row is D-Spell, and if I remember, like, Yugi doesn't even... Well, never mind. D-Spell is essentially only useful to take care of Swords of Revealing Light in that game, where, like, the Reaper of the Card's ability to get rid of one trap card is, like, it's decent. Like, getting rid of something like a Mirror Force in that game, or even like a Spellbinding Circle is not bad. And look at that, we actually won. How nice. Ooh, Mirror Force. We got Beta the Magnet Warrior. Beta the Beta bitch. And I believe that there should be one more here. How much coins do we have? We actually have a decent amount of cash. Well, Fizz is over here. Let's go and put her over here, and we'll see what. We'll see if maybe there's something there. I guess we will make one of these, but I think these are also less costly on their certain abilities. We've discovered Labyrinth Tank too, which is nice. Constructor. I'm assuming Constructor just makes the things go faster. Other than that, not all of them have abilities. But the idea is that we'll make one over here, and then once we have that, we'll attack Shadi. Which, yeah, we should have recruited everyone but one monster, which is recruited by beating the last Shadi over there. And then we should have recruited everyone. Here comes Fizdis with Horn Imp. It seems like we have a decent amount of coins or money at this point, so. Alright, it's not more cheaper with her there. Multiply. It's a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed by it because we didn't really need Kribo. I think I'll keep that to that. To be honest, I feel like the only items we really need, sure, things like Regeki could be decent, but we probably just want more equips, right? More ways to get Beast Fangs or something for Black Pendants. So far we've mostly just shot a one for Warriors, which we've used on basically all of the Warriors we've had. Who's over here, this Shadi? Well, Tristan's pretty strong, you can probably handle it. There's a great power attempting to come into this world. It is time for me to face my final task. Pumpkin the King of Ghost, Dragon Zombie, and Armored Zombie. Damn, they've got a lot of movements. Or movements, attack options, action points. Yeah, I feel like that gas holds still a bit too long. Alright, I think we want to probably go after Armored Zombie first. Armored Zombie shouldn't have much defense at all. 1400. Dragon Zombie doesn't have much either. You know, for a monster that is as weak as Swordsman from the Foreign Land, in terms of just raw stats, he still does a solid amount of damage here. I also wonder how long it takes him to be unparalyzed. Or at least be able to move again. Maybe they just need to get hit once. Like, now I'm just wondering, like, when does Ansatsu get the attack? When does Beaver get the attack again? It means that we have to wait out all of their attacks. It's actually kind of an issue. What can you really do when they just paralyze you like this? There might be some, like, health or, like, status healing abilities. Like, that wouldn't be far-fetched, but I don't know. It's kind of a little stupid. Like, considering that we've seen a decent amount of monsters and we haven't seen such an ability, it means that's probably quite rare. Well, they've got 2 more attacks, probably won't kill. Oh, nice. They've got 1 more attack. Shows what the foreign land was like. Yeah, screw you too. Yeah, I mean, it literally was over like, after we've used up... Or after it's used up all of their action points, but it's a nice crit. I ain't gonna lie, that is a nice crit. Yeah, and goodbye to Dragon Zombie. You're just paralyzed for like 15 action points or something like that. But, you know, still managed to win this surprisingly in like 1 go. Even after that. I mean, these guys are pretty high leveled. Bless of the Moonlight. No clue what that does. But we get Millennium Golem. The Blackluster Ritual Raigeki Ryoku? Ooh. Oh yeah, that was true that I predicted we'd get the Blackluster Ritual here. And it indeed was true. Hoping to surround the capital of Sigvart's, Yugi attacks the eastern fortress of Nomber Castle. The majestic Nomber Castle overlooks a lake and used to be the seat of the imperial family, but it was abandoned in the confusion as the empire started to fall. As Yugi's forces approached Nomber Castle, he found something he had not expected. The imposing castle was being guarded by none other than the master of the blue-eyed white dragon. Kaiba! What, are we gonna have to fight Kaiba? That could be interesting. We still only get to bring 7, so... Sorry, Bakura. The one thing I am a little curious about is just some of the items. Yeah, give me a sec. These use different controls. First, Ryoku. Use this to absorb life points from 2 other monsters on the same team and drastically boost attack. It makes it seem like you'll lose a bunch of health. Lose a bunch of health, right? Or you lose 2. There are 2 guys that essentially lose all their health, and 1 guy becomes super overpowered. Alright, Blackluster Ritual. This can only be used when creating a team. It gives the Dark Magician and Guide of Fierce Knights the power of chaos. Oh, it can be. You have to use it on. Oh, Dark Magician can use it as well. Okay. I was like, I know Black Luster Soldier and Gaia have some lore together, but I didn't know Dark Magician, or does it Magician of Black Chaos maybe? In that sort of Black Luster ritual, it says the power of chaos, but who knows? Got Bless the Moonlight. This magic boosts the attack and increases the action points of all Night Adapt monsters. Spellbinding Circle. Yeah, attack and action points of an enemy. Whops all enemies of their special powers. This magic inflicts massive damage on one enemy. Gravity binds magic, lowers the attack and action points of all enemies. Raigeki, you're super strong. Mirror Forces, forms a barrier that deflects any attack around one team monster. For the rest, we got Dragon Capture Jar. That might not be the worst. Excuse me. Oh, wait, can I just use it? Woo! That's beautiful. Oh, I need level 26 immediately. So he keeps the experience. That's really nice. I'll take Magician of Black Chaos. Get you one of these. One of these. And alright, Dragon Capture Jar. Prevents all dragon monsters from moving. Let's sure. Alright, pretty nice. So we probably just get one a Black Luster Ritual. I'm going to assume once you get Gaia, you could have used it on Gaia instead to make Black Luster Soldier. But you also can use Gaia and Curse the Dragon to make Gaia the Dragon Champion. He seems like someone you'd probably want to make machines of, but like, now I'm kind of just curious how many different monsters we have. We don't have many dragons, but yeah, we don't have Dark Magician anymore, but we got the Dragon Piper, for instance, who doesn't seem all that great. He's got Witch Robe as battle attack. Who else did we get? Millennium Golem we got, who is Millennium Golem doesn't seem that bad. The thing is, I have no clue what. Okay, that's the same. Oh, okay, they're both spirits, so to speak. So technically speaking, you know, he'd probably like fit on a spirit team, but I don't know. Outside of that, you know, there's obviously Karibo there, Neck Hunter and Beast of Guilford. We got Labyrinth Tank, who I felt like was always quite good when we had to face him, or like pretty strong. But he's cast like that. That's probably why he was so difficult. There's Red Metal Dragon. Machine King is here too. So like we actually get some guys that probably fit decently well with like Esperoba. We got Beta. I'm pretty sure we missed Alpha. Like I'm pretty certain that Alpha was missed. But here we've got this guy who's it's alright. I do wonder if I can only imagine that Thingy is also in the team. Also, that's where it ends. There is 100 and 76 monsters, I guess, in this game. I don't know if the fusion monsters are like in this deck too, but who knows? We're probably not messing with Vesperoba because, like, what's the point? Or like, I just don't. I could try it out, but it's like I'm kind of just happy with what we got. Hell, I'd probably want to use Bakura over Vesperoba next, although he seems like the dedicated machine guy. But yeah, we'll see. Like with the other playthroughs, like I was playthrough, which teams they go for. Like, surely, like if Vesperoba and Mako are in this game, surely you get guys like Weevil and Rex, maybe Duke Devlin, Bakura or Mokuba, obviously, and like. Who else would really join Kaiba? I kind of just maybe like guys like Panic and Arcana join Kaiba. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe Pegasus, something like that. But yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll see that when we get to Kaiba's story. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see.